Disgusting! Wait, I've done nothing wrong.
It was the heckle heard around the world. As you saw there, a man in the funeral procession and everything going over there with Queen Elizabeth has been snatched from the crowd after he screamed, "You're a sick old man," at Prince Andrew as he followed that funeral procession. He's a 22-year-old man from Edinburgh, and he was actually snatched, as you saw there, and also arrested for disturbing the peace. The peace of Prince Andrew is what it was. And as they sat him on the side, they did ask him, "So why are you doing this, bro?" And he had a pretty good answer. Let's watch.
That powerful men should be allowed to commit sexual crimes and get away with it.
Powerful men maybe shouldn't be allowed to commit sexual crimes and then just walk away. At least not even getting yelled at for it. Maybe he should hear what people have to say. Everyone wasn't against him, though. Some people tweeted this out. Mick Wright over on Twitter said, "The time to shout at Prince Andrew is when he's in earshot, and the place is any place that you see him. I mean, when else is he going to hear you?" I think that's what they're trying to avoid overall. Now, again, he's talking about sexual crimes. We mentioned Matt Gaetz in our last story, but those allegations with Prince Andrew, let's see if we can finish those. Remind you of those, because he's the Queen of England's second and disgraced son, in case you guys forgot that, because there was also photos from Ghislaine Maxwell, who, as we saw, was up on these charges along with Jeffrey Epstein for trafficking young girls. There was pictures of them at the Queen's cabin. Let's look at these over the years. These were exposed during that trial over the years. There they are hanging out, and there is also next to them the Queen hanging out eating her salad. But before all this, I mean, actually from all of this, the prince actually only got like a slap on the wrist when it came to all these crimes. Let's look at this from Insider. Queen Elizabeth stripped Prince Andrew, here's the disgrace part, of his royal patronages and military titles in January after Virginia Giuffre filed a lawsuit against him in which she alleged Jeffrey Epstein forced her to have sex with the Duke of York when she was just 17 years old. And actually also the Queen apparently helped him cover for it for years. Richard Kay, who's a royal correspondent and former confidant of Princess Diana, told Town & Country that Queen Elizabeth won't turn against Prince Andrew. People around the royal family who have worked for them tell me Andrew still occupies this special place in the Queen's heart. It's never going to end. He did also reach a settlement with his accuser, and he never faced any real punishment. So I guess it comes to, I mean, when it comes to screaming out in public at a funeral procession for the Queen, I'm not in England. I don't know the general rules, or if this is a true disturbing the peace, or if it's just we don't want him to hear what other folks have to say.
Yeah, Jay, I mean, you laid it. Disturbing Prince Andrew's peace is what this young man was doing. But people can love their children. You know, we love people, but the fact that this man has been accused of this, the fact that he went ahead and settled, is very problematic. And he is going to be okay for the rest of his life. He is not facing any serious consequences for his actions, and probably never will. And so the people there who are still disturbed by this, shouting out and making their voices heard, that's fine. I mean, that's what we want people to do.
I mean, if nothing else, that's if you're getting through all this and getting away with it from this particular point, allegedly, then the worst you can hear is people telling you how they feel about it, and you continue walking away. But we can't even allow that to happen. Because, by the way, AJ Plus also tweeted this out as he wasn't the only guy, that Edinburgh man wasn't the only one that got pulled out. Because UK police confirmed at least 4 people were arrested for protesting the monarchy and King Charles. One man was in Oxford who shouted, "Who elected him?" And 3 in Edinburgh, including a 74-year-old, a woman holding a sign, and a man who called Prince Andrew a sick old man. You may have heard that as well. But, I mean, abolish the monarchy, and he's standing with all of his stuff on. I mean, he continues to walk. They continue to protest. Why are we trying to avoid people from talking?
And Jay, overall, I mean, this is a time of reckoning for the monarchy. It really is. Mm-hmm. They're going to have to deal with a whole lot of stuff, not just Prince Andrew's, but whether or not that monarchy should continue in that way, whether or not they should continue to have subjects, 14 other countries that that the new king rules over. There was a period of time in the world's history that the sun never set on the British Empire, the colonization, the imperialism. This is going to be a time of reckoning for the monarchy. It's not going to be pretty.
I feel like we're seeing that with the monarchy and also just ruling classes in general. Also in this country, as more and more people see what life should be like versus what it is that we've been told we're supposed to live like. And that awakening continues to happen. And that's why you're going to get all this extra radicalism as we go through all of our political stories as well.